All right. There was a lot of commentary about the White House Correspondence Dinner and Larry Wilmore's use of the N-word at the end of the dinner. Just so that you have my opinion, um, Larry Wilmore was out of line. He shouldn't have used it. That's not a word that should be used, period. But you damn sure don't use it in mixed company. And apparently he didn't listen to Obama when he got up there and spoke, because Obama specifically made reference to uh, words that white people shouldn't say. And if Larry Wilmore had been paying attention, he probably should have cut that end piece of his monologue out. But anyway, here are the comments from the people on the News One program.
This year has been filled with several finales for President Obama as we near the end of his second term in office. And of course, here in Washington, D.C. this weekend, political power players and Hollywood heavy hitters attended the last White House Correspondents' Dinner under President Obama's administration. And between the commander-in-chief and host of Comedy Central's The Nightly News, Larry Wilmore, there were plenty of comedic punches thrown back and forth.
Welcome to a Negro night here at Washington. Or as Fox News will report, two thugs disrupt elegant dinner in D.C.
I do apologize. I know I was a little late tonight. I was running on CPT. Which stands for jokes that white people should not make.
Black Lives Matter is here tonight. I'm just kidding. Relax, white people. They're not here.
Michelle has not aged a day. The only way you can date her in photos is by looking at me. Take a look. Here we are in 2008. Here we are a few years later. And this one is from 2 weeks ago.
President's hair is so white, you keep saying all lives matter. All right, fine. Fine, I get it. I get it. No, but man, you came in here looking like Denzel. Now you're going out looking like Grady from Sanford and Son.
In my final year, my approval ratings keep going up. The last time I was this high, I was trying to decide on my maker.
You know, I should say some of America's finest black journalists are here tonight. Don Lemon's here, too. Hey, Don, how's it going? Alleged journalist Don Lemon, everybody.
You know I'm going to talk about Trump. Although I am a little hurt that he's not here tonight. We had so much fun the last time. And it is surprising. You got a room full of reporters, celebrities, cameras, and he says no. Is this dinner too tacky for the Donald? Hillary trying to appeal to young voters is a little bit like your relative who just signed up for Facebook. Bernie, you look like $1 million. Or to put it in terms you'll understand, you look like 37,000 donations of $27 each. And with that, I just have two more words to say. Obama out.
Now that was tight, but if you compare the jokes that Obama made versus Larry Wilmore fell flat on his face. And thank God they didn't play that last one, because I would have been upset. But anyway, here's the commentary from the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
You know, timing is everything, folks. Despite several funny punchlines, everyone wasn't laughing when Larry Wilmore got a little too comfortable with the president.
So, Mr. President, I'm going to keep it 100. Yo, Barry, you did it, man.
Okay, he should have not used that.
Thank you very much. Good night.
And after the N-word bomb was dropped, social media exploded, leaving a trail of controversy and mixed opinions. Political commentator Van Jones tweeted, comics tell jokes, some funny, some not, but nobody, not even black comics, should call the POTUS my N-word. Hashtag not cool. Hashtag nerd prom. Actor R.J. Smith tweeted, the N-word, I know blacks that say it, and I know non-blacks that say it. Embrace the controversy. Comedian Ricky Velez tweeted, if you're upset about Larry Wilmore calling the president the N-word, get a grip. At least he said it to his face, unlike the rest of that room. And in an interview with the Los Angeles Times, Reverend Al Sharpton said, quote, many of us are against using the N-word, period. But to say that to the President of the United States in front of the top people in media was at best in poor taste. And still on the panel to weigh in on all this is Steve Uniseri, Yolanda Young, and Cleo Monago. Would either of the three of you have used the N-word to end your, yes?
No, I was going to say something. I think that the office of the presidency deserves respect, and you should err on the side of giving the president respect.
Okay, so you wouldn't have said, you would.
No, sir.
Okay.
So, there are several things I have to say about this. First of all, as a storyteller, I can appreciate that he was leading up to that kind of ending the entire time. I mean, the only thing that would have been blacker is if he'd had the only black journalist at every table to throw out a deck of cards and have Billy D. Williams walk through, you know, handing out blunts and Colt 45s. I mean, it was, yes. So he was setting up in that way. But really, what he was doing was being both sentimental and ironic. He was saying, you know, in this environment, this night is about intimacy, and I want to say to you the most intimate, personal thing that I can say to you, the kind of thing that Martin Luther King and Jesse Jackson Jr. would say to each other, you know, in quiet living rooms.
Yeah, he took it home.
He took it home, and he was also being ironic because he was saying, you know, listen, you know, you people out there, you are, you know, you have it all, but you're not being magnanimous. You don't have integrity, and you know, so this man is the most decent one. So he was saying it in an ironic way.
Yeah.
Okay, what you just listened to that this woman just sprouted is a bunch of bullshit. I don't give a damn if you're in your living room with your best buddy. There are lines that you don't cross, and if your buddy, or in my case, me, I do not accept the use of that word. So my best friend could be in here, and he knows he can be as intimate with me as he wants. But that is one word that, in my mind, is not a word of intimacy. It's a word of disrespect. So, no, lady, you missed a call on this one. But Cleo's going to clean it up.
Very quickly, your reaction?
Well, I don't agree with anybody saying the N-word, including black people saying the N-word. I mean, it's a disgusting, horrible word that came out of slavery, and it's a white supremacist creation, and it's not a good idea for black people to use it at all. So, of course, given that perspective, I don't support what Wilmore did. But it was a trip to see MC Obama. I thought he was going to rap after he dropped the mic. But the thing that I found interesting, though, was Don Lemon was not playing when he made that. He put that bird up there. He got called out for not being black enough, which he has had a history of that.
And it hit him.
And it hit him, and he was not his cordial self on TV.
Let's take it to a lighter note here. I don't want to close things up.
Yeah, Don Lemon, he got caught at the same time. So as far as I'm concerned, other than the N-word, them hitting Lemon was pretty decent.